talk like Marlene Dietrich, and you dance like Zizi Jeanmaire. Your clothes are all made by Balmain, and there's diamonds and pearls in your hair. Yes, there are. You live in a fancy apartment off the boulevard Saint-Michel, where you keep your Rolling Stones records and a friend of Sacha Distel. Yes, you do. But where do you go to, my lovely, when you're alone in your bed?
Welcome back, everybody. Today we are going to be talking about values, specifically Jesuit values, what they are, what they mean, and why they are so important to the Society of Jesus. Before we jump into what these values are, we have to first know what a value is. A value is going to be a person or community's principles or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. A Jesuit value is a set of values that are held by the Society of Jesus, that emphasize excellence, that emphasizes service to others, and full care for individuals, and service done for the greater glory of God. So we know what a value is, but we now know what a Jesuit value means. So what are the Jesuit values? We have ad maiorem Dei gloriam, for the greater glory of God. We have agere contra, to act against. We have contemplatives in action. We have cura personalis, care for the person. We have finding God in all things. We have indifference. We have living the magis, living for the more. We have men and women for and with others. And we have unity of the heart, the soul, and the mind. There's going to be more than that, but these 9 make up the foundation and the heart of Ignatian spirituality. Now, we will not be going through all of these values today, but we are going to look at some of the most important ones, starting with ad maiorem Dei gloriam. Ad maiorem Dei gloriam is a Latin phrase meaning to the greater glory of God. This value is used as an existential compass, as a daily discernment guide, and as a profound call to live with eternal purpose. Ad maiorem Dei gloriam is so essential to the foundation of the Society of Jesus that it is widely known as a motto for the Jesuit order. But it goes beyond those roots, and it is used every day for deep reflection into our own life and into the world around us. The idea that every human action must ultimately be directed towards God. Now, this concept of ad maiorem Dei gloriam is very much associated with the Jesuits. It's very much associated with their ideology and with their philosophy. However, this concept is going to be held by several different saints, theologians, and scholars throughout the course of the Church's history. These are also going to be concepts that you can find in the Bible. It is a massive part of what makes up the philosophy of the Society of Jesus. Saint Irenaeus is quoted as saying, "The glory of God is man fully alive, and the life of man is a vision of God." St. Thomas Aquinas is quoted as saying, "Every creature exists to manifest the goodness of God." These Jesuit values are values that are held by the whole Church. However, they hold a special meaning, a special value within the philosophy of the Society. Ad maiorem Dei gloriam is an action. It is an action of love, of recognizing God's goodness, of God's truth, of God's love, of God's mercy, and God's justice, and recognizing how these traits are reflected in His creation. To live ad maiorem Dei gloriam, to live God's glory, is to walk the path He laid out for us, and to achieve authentic and real happiness. When it comes to Ignatian spirituality, the Jesuits are really trying to balance their 2 identities, their mission-centered work and their desire to always be in tune with the Spirit, to go out into the world and produce good works and to help people and to be of the world, and their desire to learn more and to grow closer to God. If we pull up these Jesuit values again, we see that very clearly. Ad Merum Dei Gloriam, for the greater glory of God, to do all things for God and through His glory. Contemplatives in action, where you're balancing this concept of deep meditative thought with your actions within the world. Prominent Jesuit theologian William Agere describes this type of relationship that a contemplative in action has with God as a close friendship between two people. He's even quoted as saying that they are aware of each other, even when they are apart or not engaging directly with each other. Although they may not be talking, at some deep level, they are in touch with each other. Comparing this level of deep friendship to that a contemplative in action has with God. Cura personalis, care for the person, care for the individual for the sake of the individual. Finding God in all things, the ability to see God in the most beautiful things, and to see God in our hardest crosses to bear. Men and women forward with others, that call to service, that call to community, that call to take care of each other. It is important to understand these Jesuit values as it helps us to form an understanding of Ignatian spirituality altogether. And Ignatian spirituality is important because it allows us to foster a deep and personal relationship with God, allows us to encourage reflection in our own life, to create a deeper unity of our heart, of our soul, and of our mind, and it actively engages us with the world, promoting a sense of service, a sense of stewardship, and a sense of peace. Well, that's all we have time for today. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. This is just water at this point. No tea in here.